There's Joe. Yankees of today still in awe of the Clipper, Keith.
The Dodger lineup this way.
Davey Lopes will be leading off for the Dodgers, playing second, of course. Batting second, the man who found himself in the most recent World Series game, Bill Russell, started a hit. Batting third, the ever-dangerous Reggie Smith, fleet-footed slugger. Ron Say, of course, the consistent home run hitter. He's 3 for 18 on the series. This fellow you got to watch. 7 out of 20 on the series, Steve Garvey. And after him, Dusty Baker, the power man, too, with 6 out of 20 on the series. And then Rick Monday, who's only 1 of 8 on the series. And after him, the young man talked about in the pregame show, Steve Yeager, hero in the most recent World Series game, Bert Hooton, the knuckleball curver who stopped the Yankees dead here at Yankee Stadium in game number 2.
Setting the Yankee defense, Lou Piniella, who's had a very fine series, both offensively and defensively. In center field, it is the speedster, Mickey Rivers, a very important figure in tonight's game for the Yankees. In right field, 2 home runs now in the World Series of '77, Reggie Jackson. The inner defense is the same as we've seen it. Steady Greg Nettles is over at third base. Feeling fine now. No ache in his shoulder at shortstop. It is Bucky Dent. The infield here at Yankee Stadium, you got to know it to play it well. He does. At second base, outstanding young ball player Willie Randolph, steady as they come. At first base, Chris Chambliss, whose bat has been rather quiet through the series, but look out anytime. And back at the plate tonight, doing the catching, the captain of the Yankees, Thurman Munson. And on the mound, the big right-hander Mike Torres. He won the ball game, game 3, by a score of 5-3. He allowed only 7 hits. He struck out season high of 9. It was only in the 3rd inning of the ball game that he got in trouble when Smith singled, Garvey singled, and then with a 2-out home run by Dusty Baker. That was really the only mistake he made.
Hit the ball, a hitter try to pull the ball. A hitter is much easier to pitch to if he tries to pull the ball.
Home run, and Torres starts out the game at 91 miles an hour on the jugs gun. That's feet on the ground, right to the shortstop, Bucky Dent, for out number 1. This Yankee crowd will be roaring all night. Bill Russell, the Dodgers shortstop, Reggie Smith on deck. Hit toward Willie Randolph, the second baseman. 2 out.
Sinker ball pitcher where I'm a riding fastball pitcher.
5 for 18. Hits it toward the left side. Big bounce. Dent knocks it down. He'll have no play.
He's so much more effective as a left-hand batter than a right-hand batter.
Swing, it is foul. No. If it was fouled or not. Reggie Smith canters on down to second, so apparently it was not fouled away. I heard a big clunk. I guess it came off Thurman Munson's chest protector or mask.
2 Yankee defensive mistakes in the 1st inning.
When Duke Snider hit 4. Low, ball 4. 2 Dodgers aboard. Now, Steve Garvey. In my opinion, Tom Seaver.
I really do think that part of the Dodgers' problem when they first came in here, they tried to hit the ball out of the ballpark.
Error by Dent opened the door. The pass ball by Munson added to it. And then Torres himself did add to it with the base on balls to say.
Ball is hit down the right field line. It'll go to the corner. Here comes Reggie Smith around second base. He'll score. Ron Say is turning third. He's coming to the plate. Here's the Reno relay as Steve Garvey goes all the way to third base, and the Dodgers lead 2-0.
Well, that's just what Tom Seaver said. Going to right field. And the Yankees continue to pitch him.
Center field or left center field.
Dusty Baker up there, 6 for 20. Bullpens are covered because people were throwing things down in there the other night. They put a cover on it. Called him out on a fastball thrown through at the letters. But the Dodgers use an error, a fastball, a walk, and a triple by Steve Garvey as you see Baker go down swinging. And they jump out to a 2-0 lead. They got the 2 runs on 1 hit. 2-0.
Here's the Yankees starting lineup. Mickey Rivers, center field. He's 4 for 23 in the series. Steady going Willie Randolph is 4 for 21. Thurman Munson comes into the series like Garvey with 7 hits out of 21 turns at bat. Reggie Jackson having a good series, 6 of 17. Chris Chambliss, well, he hasn't had that good a series, but still he's 5 for 20. And Greg Nettles, 4 for 17. He's been struggling. Lou Piniella has been a consistent hitter, 6 of 19. And Bucky Dent has surprised at the plate, really, with 5 for 17. Pitcher, of course, is Mike Torres, hurt by the
Turned in left field for Los Angeles, Dusty Baker. He's had the only Dodger error. In center field tonight with the right-hander pitching, it is Rick Monday hitting from the left side. In right field, Reggie Smith with the right-hander pitching. He also goes from the power side, his power side, to the left. The inner defense, the Penguin Ron Say is at third base. At shortstop, it'll be Bill Russell. And over at second base, the whippet for the Dodgers, the man they need on base, Davy Lopes, the top of the order, and the man who delivered the triple a moment ago for the 2 unearned runs, Steve Garvey. Back of the plate, big 3-run homer for him on Sunday, Steve Yeager. And on the mound, Bert Hooton won the game 6-1 here at New York. Game number 2. The only real pressure he had put on him was Randolph single, Munson single, Jackson with a double play to get in the New York run. In the 4th and 5th innings, only time the Yankees were able to put Munson in game number 3 in Los Angeles was Mickey Rivers' most productive outing. Hits the ball high in the air to the left side, and it's drifting toward the crowd, but Baker goes right to the line, tumbles into the crowd, and makes the catch.
great catch. The Dodgers with that 2 runs in the bank, obviously alive and well. Up
0-1. 2-0 Dodgers on 2 unearned runs. Russell flags it down. Ball was struck sharply and throws out Randolph. Bounce to the right every time because it slants that way.
Slants down.
Last year, he has been brilliant in handling the New York pitching. A roller toward the shortstop, Russell. Russell almost pulled it down the line and pulled Garvey off the bag, but Steve able to handle it. We played 1 inning. The Dodgers lead the Yankees 2-0. And then Bert Hooton, the pitcher, the designated hitter, not being used this year in the World Series. Rick Monday 1 for 8 in the World Series. On the ground to Chambliss at first base. Waves Torres away and makes the play himself. 1 gone.
Against the Birds. We were with Mike that day.
He talked to a pitching coach. He talked to a Red Adams about his pitchers.
Ball is foul.
And it gets so fine to the point where he'll say, well, he's pitching with 3 days rest.
And 2 strikes now to Steve Yeager with 1 out. Swing and a miss and 2 out.
Tommy is paying close attention to it. Learning how to throw the fadeaway and the drop.
The drop. Still trying to learn the drop.
Bert Hooton, the pitcher, at the plate, hits the ball to right field, short right. Reggie Jackson comes in, makes the catch, and Mike Torres gets the Dodgers in order in the top of the 2nd inning.
The beauty of autumn, Tom Seaver, Southern California, now comfortably in
the knuckle curveball.
Ball 4. In game number 2, when Hooton beat the Yankees.
Feelings about Hooton, having seen him once. Tom and I with the Yankee super scout, Bertie Tebbetts, who said,
hit deep to right center field. Way back.
Goodbye. Forget it. Just as Tom Seaver made the point, don't get behind.
Well, I'm sure we'll see that replay, and I've got to make a point here. He was 3-0 2-0 to Reggie Jackson.
Bottom of the 2nd. And the history of Bert Hooton has been, it's documented, that he does not often have consecutively good back-to-back performances.
Never happen again. Sharp shot, Garvey glove off the bat of Nettles, pulled it sharply, makes the put out. That's the first out of the inning.
That was against the Philadelphia pitcher Christensen.
Lou Piniella up for the first time. High fly ball. Reggie Smith, right fielder, makes the catch in short right center. 2 out.
Number 20.
And then some with Jackson aboard.
Ball he's had all night. That one really dropped off the table. There's another one. Same thing. Ground ball down to Davy Lowe.
Inning is over for the Yankees, but it's a big inning for them. Denver, 2-run homer, and we're all even at 2 at the end of 2.
Now grab that momentum back to their side. LA's got an excellent chance to get it.
Hits the ball, flagged by Torres. Oh, Mike throws it on a bounce to Chambliss. 1 out. Bill Russell, career high during the regular season in batting at .278, rolls it to Bucky Dent. 2 down. Well, I'll tell you this. Got aboard on Dent's error, moved to second on Munson's.
He's up with nobody on base.
High drive, right center
Good.
field.
Boy, that's way out of
It's
here.
gone. Monstrous home run by Reggie Smith, and the Dodgers are back on top 3-2.
That's like the one
Reggie
here last
Smith,
night.
batting left-handed, ladies and gentlemen, where he seems to be at least doubly more effective, though the batting averages don't show it. Batting left he has against batting right. Tremendous hitter from the left side, and he's becoming a tremendous force in this World Series. About goes right back to the Dodgers.
And pull to the hole. Flag by Nettles. Can't pick it up.
He almost had a play on that. Greg made a good stop. I don't think Dent would have been able to get Say in the hole.
Ron Say is on first. Steve Garvey, who tripled home 2 runs when Mike was in trouble. 2 out here. Garvey hits it deep to center. Rivers backs up, may have some room. Does. At the track, makes the catch. So the Dodgers regained the lead in the top of the 3rd, 3-2 on Reggie Smith's home run. Willie Randolph to follow.
No pity for us weak hitters.
Struck him out. That's 1. Leads the game. That's toward Davy Lopes, second baseman. Guns it to first. You've got 2 down. It was on a cold, windy, and wet day in Chicago.
Well, that won't happen tonight.
Cold weather doesn't bother him, too, because he does throw it hard. High fly ball. Davy Lopes drifting back into short center. Rick Monday coming in. Rick calls him off and makes the catch, and the Yankees are going in order in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So we've traveled 3 innings of play in the score. The Dodgers 3, the Yankees 2.
He asked Frank Gifford to take a look at it, give an opinion. Gifford,
Good chance to have the ball hit hard someplace.
High drive to right center. Jackson going back. On the track, Reggie runs it down. So Baker gave it a ride to about 380 feet. Reggie Jackson made the catch.
Ball had been out Sunday afternoon in Dodger Stadium.
as I said.
3 runs. Punched over the shortstop's head into left field for a base hit by Rick Monday. Lou Piniella slides down but gets it in. Here's Yeager. 3-run homer for him. This one is drilled down the line. It is a fair ball. It caroms out towards the left fielder, Piniella. Monday goes into second base. Yeager is out at second. Yeager trying to stretch. Is thrown out at second base.
Now conference with Torres and Munson, because obviously they're hitting Torres. 2 hits in this inning. Both
Chance to help himself with Rick Monday at third base. Dodger. Monday, big lead off third. Hooten fouls into Munson's glove for strike 3. And so the Dodgers are turned away in the top of the 4th inning. And the score remains Los Angeles 3, New York 2.
With your number 2 pick.
And you should not be able to do it.
to the consistency of Thurman Munson.
Shot to left. Be a base hit. Baker cuts it off. And hurries it back in to hold Thurman Munson at first base.
to the consistency of Thurman Munson.
Shot to left. Be a base hit. Baker cuts it off and hurries it back in to hold Thurman Munson at first base.
Has 8 hits in the series, even as Steve Garvey does. The two vying hit to hit.
Reggie Jackson. Long drive right field.
Goodbye. A big, big World Series for Reggie Jackson, despite all the palaver about his discontent with Billy Martin as he comes up with his 3rd home run of the series. Quickly, the Yankees go ahead. Tom Seaver hit the nail on the head.
Maybe 25. Time has been up. One more crunch and he might be in here. 2-1.
Here he comes right now. I didn't think it'd be much longer. Here was Tommy Lasorda. Whether to take him out or just talk to Bert Hooton, I'm not sure. And Bert doesn't look too happy on the mound.
In the meantime, Tom, almost unnoticed, Reggie Jackson has 7 out of 18 on the series, and he's now tied with Dusty Baker and Steve Yeager at 5.
And Reggie Jackson have hit 3 home runs in a 6-game series.
Should add that Reggie Smith has 5 ribbies on the series, so it's a 4-way tie.
Some stuff has come on, and Elias Sosa now will be coming on and apparently is going to replace Bert Hooton. Time is out. The evening is now shifted off not only to the relief man for the Dodgers, but to the rest of the Yankee pitching staff. 4th inning with nobody out. High fly ball that's hit to the left side. Billy Russell going over and...
Oh, no! Oh, no!
You could smell trouble on that one. You could smell it because Baker was coming in cautiously, thinking Russell had it well in hand, and suddenly Russell realized
runs are in. The Yankees are leading 4-3. And there's a lot of people standing in the Dodger bullpen, but at the moment, nobody's throwing.
Sosa will bring you a good hard fastball and a good hard slider.
Get on the ground, the Lopes at second. Throws out Nettles. Chambliss goes to third.
For Sosa to keep Nettles from getting that guy over there other than popping it up. Craig is a dead fastball hitter, a dead pull hitter.
Straight away. Reggie Smith not too deep in right. High drive, left field, Baker back. He has room. Chambliss tags. No play. Chris Holmes, sacrifice fly. Pinella, Yankees lead 5-3.
So even as Nettles did his job, Pinella did his.
Well, plate umpire call. Any reservations for 300. Here's the pitch inside to Lucky Dent, and he walks.
He might be talking to one of them. Gene Michael was telling us the other day, remember? The Reds had come to Gene to talk to him.
Clyde King is the guy doing it here in the series, along with Cedric Tallis. Bertie Tebbetts.
Especially with 2 outs.
Torres hits it on the ground to Bill Russell. Throws him out.
I'll explain that when we come back.
So the inning is over, but it's a big one for the Yankees. They score 3. They lead 5-3.
No way the Yankees can feel secure, though they have to feel good about that 2-run.
Hits the ball high in the air to left field. Lou Pinella has plenty of time. 1 out. Russell also hit this in 2 trips. Outside.
Torres getting behind the hitters, Tom.
Martin to the
There
mound.
goes Billy Martin, too. He noticed it as
2-0
well.
to Davey Lopes, now 2-0 to Bill Russell.
You know, talking about Sparky Lyle, you're talking about a real professional in the baseball game.
Ball 4.
Yep. Here comes the big man.
Well, we talked about it in the top of the 3rd inning. The Dodgers took it back when Smith hit the home run, and now it looks like the Yankees have taken it. Hitters for the Dodgers on and bring this power up. They've got a chance.
Could be 2. There's one at second over the first. Easy double play.
Not this time.
A 6-4-3 double play. The Dodgers are gone after 4.5. Yankees 5, Dodgers 3. Yankees 5, Dodgers 3, bottom of the 5th inning. Elias Sosa. Lopes can't get it. Rivers drills it to right center. Rick Monday holds it at first base. So Rivers is on for the first time in the game. Might send him, and that's exactly the routine. Winning magnificent arm, one of the better defensive catchers in baseball. Short lead at first, not going. Bunt down. Yeager out in a hurry, goes to second. They get him.
He threw out a fast man at second base. That's
really
a fine play by Yeager. Not only is he an outstanding defensive catcher, he is one of the tough-nosed characters in baseball today.
Thurman Munson singled and scored a run in 2 trips. Pitch is outside. Randolph at first. Munson hits it to center field. Rick Monday comes and flags it down. Throws quickly back in. And Randolph retreats to first base. 2 out.
Water on the ground. And you saw Piniella slip earlier as well.
Hard shot, right field, it's gone.
Oh, what a World Series for Reggie Jackson. First pitch, right in his wheelhouse, as Don Siva would say. Reggie Jackson now well on his way to becoming the most valuable player in the 1977 World Series if the Yankees go on to win.
Now they say the
Dominant.
Doug Rao gets the call, and he'll be coming in from the Dodger bullpen as Reggie Jackson goes for successive home runs. The Dodger pitcher, the third of the night, Doug Rao. His seasonal record reflected there. It was in the start in Los Angeles, where he was shelled by the Yankees. In Los Angeles, he was hit. To Garvey. Steve will do it himself, and the inning is over. But so much damage was done to the Los Angeles Dodgers after 5 innings of play. 7-3 New York, back to seen just a few moments ago as Reggie Jackson went to his defensive position in right field with Steve Baker.
And if you think this
got to start getting away from the home run. They don't need the home run.
Strikes out, Ron Say.
That's after falling behind him 3-0, and he comes back and strikes out. You got to take the ball to the other field. Just take a single. Peck away. Get 2 runs here.
history in this ballpark.
No pitch as Garvey steps up. Mike flips it up to the plate anyway.
Look at Thurman. He said it was a good pitch. Never loses his sense of humor.
High fly ball to right center. Playable. Jackson coming over. Reggie makes the catch. 2 out.
Red.
High fly ball left. Piniella goes back to the track. Has run. Torres gets the Dodgers in order in the top of the 6th inning. The Yankees lead 7-3. The pitcher spot the 4th hitter.
Just can't give away any more runs. Doug's job and the entire bullpen just to hold him right there.
Well, he strikes out Nettles for the first time of the inning. He's throwing harder and looks better now than he did in the start of the other inning.
The unnoticed Yankee who came through with the sacrifice fly at a very important time in the ball game.
A little pain now showing on Tom Lasorda's face. Espinela's deep to center field. But Rick Monday getting a good break on the ball, and you have good visibility in this ballpark. You have 2 out. See Sports, let's pause 5 seconds to allow our local stations to identify themselves.
Dingers.
Dent hits it toward Russell. On a bounce to Garvey, they get him. So the inning is over as Rao gets him in order.
Thank you very much.
6.
Thank you. Good to see you.
7-3.
Martin at 100,000.
Rick Monday hits it on the ground to the second baseman, Willie Randolph. 1 out. Rick Monday leading off, to be followed by Steve Yeager and then the pitcher spot.
If they hold on here tonight. Winner's share in a World Series. Great big.
Up the middle, Mike Blanchard. Throws him out. 2 down.
They're looking at 7 outs down. Big guy's pretty agile out there. I don't know what Billy Martin's out there
Your
for.
attention, please.
Maybe Torres
Ladies
hurt
and
himself,
gentlemen.
twisted or something, turned his body.
Batting for
Ed
Raul.
Goodson now will come to the plate, a left-handed swinger. He was in the on-deck circle in one of the games in Los Angeles, but it only
11 years of acquiring hitters' strengths and weaknesses.
Was Goodson's.
struck him out. Mike Torres now has retired 7 in order. And the score continues after 6 1/2, 7-3 Yankees. Knuckleballer Charlie Huff is now on the mound, the 4th Los Angeles pitcher. And he throws a real dancer, let me tell you.
And he's thinking about 6 more outs.
Yes,
He's got 2
sir.
World Series.
8 feet in the air if he goes on and wins this ball game. Strikes out.
Hack at it. You might hit it. You never know.
Of course,
We
has gone to
mentioned
that
the
big
Arizona.
pillow that he has, trying to handle Charlie Huff's knuckleball. There it is. Great big old thing. Pull to right, base hit for Rivers. Going to the corner, Mickey will hold on as the throw comes in from Reggie Smith in a hurry. 7th inning, Willie Randolph is at the plate with 1 out and Rivers at first. Rivers off. 2, he's going on 2-2. It goes to Say. Ronnie looks at second, no play, throws out Randolph.
Yankees want a hit now.
That's foul, and I think it's fouled off Thurman. He just fell down trying to hit that dancer coming up there. Thing, but apparently something's working. Balloons are floating down onto the field of play. Time will be called. Ball gets away from Steve, throws to first to get Munson, and the inning is over. So Charlie Huff comes in, does his job, gets the Yankees to go now to the top of the 8th.
Yeah, the Dodger orders are going to be take a strike. Torres has got to throw strikes. That's going to be his #1 purpose right now on the mound.
Hit up the middle by Lopes, base hit.
Well, that's the beginning of a restive.
Now he is hitless in 2 trips. He's walked once.
Quickly.
Hits it to right. Reggie Jackson reaches up, flags it down. That's 1.
Has had thus far.
He has 3. He had 86 at the start of this inning. There's no reason really to be tired.
To Shamblin. To second and 1. Back to first, double play.
That was a great turn by Chris Chambliss.
What?
A fine fielding effort by Chambliss at first base. Leading off this inning against Charlie Huff, Reggie Jackson for 9 runs in the series. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, what a blow. What a way to top it off. Forget about who the most valuable player is in the World Series. How this man has responded to pressure. Oh, what a beam on his face. How can you blame him? He's answered the whole world.
Reggie Jackson's last at-bat, probably in the 1977 series.
It came down to this. A whole long season. Out comes Reggie.
His MVP, the 7 All-Star ring, the World Series ring, but he's going to have some trophies, I think, when this night's over. As Chambliss grounds, Davey Lopes, second base for the first out.
End of Keith Jackson's. They've worked together. He's the man who insisted on getting Reggie Jackson.
Nettles pulls away. Knuckler gets a corner. Gregg strikes out for Lou.
162 games.
Vanella hits it in the air to the right side. Garvey goes over. Steve makes the catch and foul ground, and the inning is over. But the Yankees get one more run at the bottom of the 8th inning on Reggie Jackson's 3rd successive home run, and going to the top of the 9th, they lead 8-3.
If they go on to win it, as it seems they will.
Team, Keith. I mean, I've been on the winning side, 1969. I've been on the losing side in 1973. There's strike 3. That's 1 out. Say strikes out. 2 outs to go. Torres 2 outs away from a world championship. Reggie Jackson in right field. I lost game number 6, and they came back to beat us in game number 7. There is a big span of emotions on that field and in both dugouts right now.
Ground ball to Bucky Dent. Dent's throw, a little bit lame as he slipped, trying to get the throw away and couldn't get much on it. And Garvey legs it out.
Jody Little, one-time southpaw. Tom Lasorda, their manager. Maybe the most spirited in the league.
Gets it to left. Base hit.
They don't quit easy.
Garvey at second. Holds on. Back-to-back singles now by Garvey and Baker. Garvey, to me,
is probably a show of confidence, Keith. Especially with his knee.
But a man who somehow, with all of the controversy, motivates ball players. That one love.
2-2. So the Dodgers are making Mike Torres work here in the top of the 9th inning. And Chris Chambliss now comes to the mound. May well have been sent there by Billy Martin as Sparky Lyle throws hard in the Yankee bullpen. Chris exhorting Mike. Bear down, settle down, get him out, go all the way, big guy. You high fly ball deep to right. Jackson goes back to the track, to the wall, and makes the catch.
Oh, just barely.
Garvey goes to third.
Hearts were beating in this stadium as they watched the flight of that ball. Now a man ran out to hug Reggie Jackson. Reggie personally escorts him back into the stands. Still another doing the same thing.
Vic Davalillo comes up. Vic Davalillo, who was such a big man in that big win for the Dodgers in Philadelphia in the World Series. With 2 out and 2 on, Davalillo bunts the ball. Greg Nettles barehanded, throws to Munson, and they can't get Garvey at the plate. And Davalillo legs it out. And it is now 8-4 in this ball game as Davalillo gets a bunt single hitting for Yeager. And now it's going to be Lee Lacy. Billy Firecrackers out into right field. Reggie Jackson now thinking seriously about leaving, and he will, and I don't blame him.
Jackson coming in.
The home fans chasing the most valuable player of their team off the field.
He's coming in for a helmet, what he's coming in for. He just want to take any chances. Just get rid of that soft cap. Give me a batting helmet. I'll go back out there.
We've talked about this before. We don't want to belabor the point. Behavior like this is intolerable. Unthinkable.
Now he's got his helmet, if it fits.
Forgot his glasses.
I need those, Red.
1 out is all they need. Any fly ball, anything. That's all they need. That's do it. That's going to do it. Torres gets it.
Over. The Yankees win their 21st World Series.
We've traced them season long for you. The ups and downs, emotional and on the playing field. The way they came from behind to beat the Red Sox and the Birds. The way they came from behind to beat the Royals. And now this, the ultimate fulfillment for a controversial, deeply complex and sensitive man named Reggie Jackson, who burst forth with 3 home runs and became the most valuable player in the World Series.
The crowd pouring out. No way in the world to stop it. As the clock showed 10:43 p.m. October 18, 1977, the New York Yankees defeat the Los Angeles Dodgers 8-4.